Well, it actually started about 7 or 8 years ago. I was a senior in college. I was an undergrad studying creative writing at the University of Miami, and I needed to write a senior thesis. So it was either a short story collection or a novella, and I decided to do a short story collection that evolved into a novella. And when I graduated, I decided that I wanted to publish it one day. And of course, then it just sat in a drawer for a year because for so many reasons, just life, and I was engaged at the time, and just things always happen. About a year later, I decided if I wanted to make this a goal, I needed to get serious about my fiction. So I actually started writing a new book, and I don't even know what went into that process at the time. I think maybe I realized that I wasn't ready to tackle that project yet. There were some themes there that I wanted to explore with a little more substance, and I guess I just wasn't ready for it. So I set it aside and I worked on a new book. And that was an on and off process for about 4 or 5 years. And in 2011, I pitched that book to agents, and I signed with my agent. We started shopping that book around. And when you're on submission, it can take anywhere from a week to months and months. And in my case, it became several months that we started going through getting close calls with editors who really liked the book but ultimately said no. And I realized that to make good use of my time and to really, if I was going to want to be a writer, I just had to keep writing. So I decided to work on a new book. And for a long time, I thought, let me just start a completely new project. But my husband had this thing for this project that I'd done in college, and he said, there's something there and you need to look at it. So I did, and I read it, and I thought it was terrible. I thought that it would really need to be completely rewritten, but he was right, there was something there. So during the next 9 months or so, I actually rewrote it. I think if there were 2,000 words that survived between one draft to the next, I would be surprised. But I submitted it to my editor, my agent again, and she shopped it around. So we heard from Amazon Publishing a few months after that, saying that they were interested in purchasing the book, and it'll be published in spring 2014.
Thank you for listening. Please review our other available content for help writing, publishing, and marketing your book. If you have any questions about the Author Learning Center, please contact us by email at authorsupport@authorlearningcenter.com.